Hi, I'm Bella and I'm moving. Near the end of this year, my partner and I are moving from the US to London. It is a huge move, there's so much to do, and I will be bringing you along for the ride. So welcome, thanks for watching. Let's get moving. Hello, it is Monday. It's a new week of vlogging and making progress towards the move and taking care of myself and living my life. I just got home from work and I am ready to be productive as usual. But first, I just wanted to touch base about my goals for the week. So moving goals, I have 2 goals for this week. One is closet related, of course. Last week was officially the halfway point in terms of all of the closet tasks that I have. So I've been working on clearing out my closet, paring down all of my belongings, and doing that one section at a time. So my plan for this week is to have that number again so that next week I can definitely finish my closet. Basically, I've been working on this for a while now. I'm ready to be done. So I'm gonna finish the closet next week. So that's one goal. The other goal is I want to start working on some non-closet projects that I have to do in the house. There are a few house projects in general that we just need to finish before moving out of this house. And now that I've made good progress on the closet, I'm ready to get started with some of those. So the first task that I want to get started with is getting some curtains or blinds for some windows upstairs. There are some windows upstairs that have needed curtains or blinds for kind of a while, and it's just a project that we keep putting off and finding reasons to not prioritize. So now is the time to make some progress there. I want to start with this one because one, this project doesn't involve any paint. And some of the other projects that we have to do involve paint, and I'm not excited to paint. And also this is a project that I can break up into a few smaller tasks. My goal for this week is to measure the windows that we need to get coverings for and do a little bit of research on where and how to get curtains or blinds. I've never gotten curtains or blinds, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really know what I want or need for the house, but I'm gonna start with some research this week. I don't anticipate buying or installing blinds this week. That'll be like a later task. I just wanna get started, and to start, I need to know the measurements and roughly what we're gonna get and from where. Also, in order to start this, I need to find my tape measure, and I don't know where it is. I have not seen it in a few weeks, so wish me luck. Anyways, those are the 2 moving goals that I have for this week. My personal goal for this week is another simple one, and it is to have a good day on Friday. I have noticed that recently my Fridays have been kind of bummer days. Either I am super tired and low energy or just like low motivation. I keep having Fridays where I don't do very much. I kind of stay in bed a little too late, or I just don't feel like doing the things that I have to do or want to do. So my goal for this week is to just not have that happen this Friday. I want to set myself up to have like a good, productive, and also happy Friday. So I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I don't have any plans, but it's just something that I want to think about this week so that I have a nice day on Friday. Now it is time to get to work. I have some stuff to do today. Mondays are my kind of planning day. I need to plan my meals for the rest of the week, plan groceries to get tomorrow, plan my workouts, and also just kind of evaluate what I've got going on for this week. I also want to make some progress in my closet and do at least one task just to kind of start the week off on a productive note. I will see you in my closet in just a moment to do a task. Okay, 2 closet tasks done. I did random items and jewelry. I got rid of a lot of stuff. That was super tedious, but very happy to have those 2 categories done. That means I only need to do 3 more this week to hit my goal of 5, and then I think I'll only have 4 to do next week, and then I'll be completely done. So pretty good. I'm pleased. Good progress. I am gonna go do a quick strength workout and then have dinner. We're having leftovers tonight. It's like a clear the fridge before getting groceries tomorrow kind of night. So, goodbye for now. I will check in with you later. It's Wednesday. I had work this morning. I got home not too long ago, and now it's time to get to work. And today I'm going to measure the windows in my house that we need to get window coverings for. This is one of them. There are 3 rooms upstairs in my house that we don't have window coverings for any of the windows in. So this room, my bedroom, the office, and also that's where my closet is, and the bathroom has 1 window that we don't have a window covering on. So that is 5 windows in total that we need to get blinds or curtains or shades for. I still have no idea what type of window covering I want to get, but for now I just want to do the measurements. I did look online a little bit to see if there's anything specific that I need to do in terms of measuring the window. And the main thing is, 1, I have to measure width and height, of course, but also there are 2 different ways to get that measurement. So one is like interior, which I think is common maybe for like shades and blinds possibly. So that's the like more inner part of the window. So I'm going to take interior measurements, I think for all of the windows. And then exterior is the size of the window and the like window frame around the window. For now, I'm just gonna take interior measurements because I sort of anticipate getting either blinds or shades. Right now, at least, the way that the layout of the rooms is and where we have furniture, I don't think any of the spots would make sense to get curtains for because they're not like, we have furniture in front of a lot of the windows basically. So I think the interior measurements are gonna be what's most important because I think that's what we'll need, but I'll come back and do exterior window measurements if I decide I need them later. So 5 windows, height and width for each of them, interior. Also, I saw an interesting tip on the internet, which was to measure in 3 spots across the window. So like top, bottom, and middle, and then the 2 sides and the middle, because sometimes windows are not created like exactly perfect. And this is a pretty old house, so I kind of anticipate that might be the case for some of our windows. So I'm gonna try to measure all of the spots 3 times. And then it says to take the smallest number of that measurement, which makes sense. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping and attempt to measure some windows. finished measuring all of the windows. I took notes badly. The next step in this project is going to be doing some research to understand what types of window coverings we want to buy and also how and where to buy them, and if we need to get something like custom made or whatever. Basically, I have to do some research and then we'll buy some window coverings and install them, maybe ourselves. Now that I am in my closet, I do think I want to do one closet task today. I don't want to spend a ton of time in here because I want to cook dinner soon, but I'm here already. We might as well do one closet task. I'm gonna get my coffee and water and then we'll get to work. Okay, I am done with my closet stuff. I said I was only going to do one like task or category, but I ended up doing 3 just because once I started, I was kind of on a roll, so I didn't want to stop. And I got pretty lucky, and the 3 that I got were all very like doable in one session. Like they were kind of easy. So I went through my pajamas, my pants and jeans. I had a bunch of skinny jeans that I haven't worn in years, several years, that I was thrilled to get rid of. I don't know why I was holding on to them. They were like hiding in the top of my closet. Happy to be gone. Good riddance. Goodbye, skinny jeans. And bathing suits. Also, I had bathing suits that I haven't worn in years. Literally, one of the bathing suit bottoms that I just got rid of was so like old that when I stretched it, the elastic just like broke. It was like crinkling because it was just worn out. I have such a bad habit of holding on to clothes like way past when they are like no longer something that I wear, no longer fit me, or literally when they are like worn out. I'm just very bad at getting rid of clothes. So I did 3 tasks. I'm very happy with that. Felt good. I have a whole bag of stuff to get rid of. And yeah, nice. Very productive day. I'm pleased with that. Also, this means that since I did 2 closet tasks on Monday and then 3 today, I have done my 5 tasks for this week. So I have 4 remaining closet tasks that I'm going to do next week, and then I'll be done, which is great. I'm going to stop doing moving tasks for the day here and go cook dinner and hopefully get a little bike ride in tonight, and then I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's Friday. My personal self goal for this week was to have a good day on Friday, and I am pleased to report we're already off to a good start, although it's still early in the morning. I slept in today, which was nice, and now I'm having kind of a slow morning. I'm having coffee. I'm gonna make myself a bagel for breakfast, and I'm just gonna sit and read for a little bit. I realized recently that I have not read a physical book in like 2 or 3 weeks. I've been doing a bunch of audiobooks, which is great. I just have not picked up a physical book. So it actually feels like a little bit of a treat to read a physical book. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm spending the rest of the day packing up and getting ready to go to the cottage tonight. My partner and I planned a sort of last minute trip to the lake. So we're gonna spend Friday and Saturday night at Lake Michigan. And on Saturday, we will be cheering on my brother and dad in a bike race that they're doing. So I'm really looking forward to a weekend of seeing Lake Michigan, seeing my family, getting some nice outside time. We're driving there tonight, so most of tonight is just going to be driving, road tripping, which is not the most exciting part of the trip, but I think will actually be nice. I'm also done with all of the moving related goals that I set for this week. So I planned to finish 5 closet tasks so I can finish the closet next week, and I'm done. I finished my 5 tasks on Monday and Wednesday. And then the other thing that I was working on this week was measuring my windows upstairs that need window coverings and doing a little bit of research into how to buy window coverings. And I spent a little bit of time yesterday doing research. I feel like I have some good options for what I want and what will work. And now I'm going to order some free samples from like an online company so that I can see samples of the fabric that we might get for the window coverings. Also, I am feeling pretty confident that I'll be able to install the window coverings myself, which will actually be pretty cool. Anyways, like I said, off to a really good start for a good day today. And I mostly just am going to relax, pack, hang out with the cats, read. I'll check back in later, probably when we're on the road headed to the lake. And yeah, by the end of the day, I will see Lake Michigan. is Sunday night. We just got home maybe a half hour ago from a really lovely weekend away. We spent the weekend on the west side of the state and saw Lake Michigan and hung out with my family, and it was a really, really great weekend. So we drove out there Friday night. We got there pretty late, so we went straight to bed, but then Saturday morning I went for a run, which was really nice. It was my long run for the week, but it was a shorter long run than I've been doing in recent weeks, so it was still a long run, but it felt a lot easier than some of my longer long runs, so that was really nice. I ate a gel halfway through my run. This was my first time eating a gel, and that was weird. That is definitely something to get used to. Anyways, it was a really good run, and after that, my partner and my mom went out to cheer my dad and my brother on at a bike race. So they did this like gravel bike race, and it was really cool. I don't think I've ever seen my dad and my brother both race a bike race together. So that was really, really special. They both did really well. Apparently it was a very challenging course and it was like a pretty long race. So it was really awesome to get to cheer both of them on at the finish, and like it was just very fun to celebrate that with them. We spent the rest of the evening just relaxing. We had tacos, kind of like breakfast tacos for dinner, which was great. We saw a gorgeous, like really gorgeous sunset over Lake Michigan. It was like just a really incredible day. And then today, Sunday, this morning, we woke up and my partner and my mom and I went for a hike at a nearby trail, which was great. I love hiking, and it was really special to spend Mother's Day with my mom. And then we had lunch, we packed up our stuff, and we drove home, and now here we are. It was a great weekend. It was really nice to get to spend so much time with my family and just to like see Lake Michigan and spend a bunch of time outside. Like, it was really, really nice. I'm happy to be home. I have work tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna try to unpack everything, get settled, and go to bed, hopefully early, but I do have a vlog to edit, so I'm gonna do that. Thank you for spending the week with me. This was a really good one, and I will see you next week with hopefully a similar amount of productive, moving energy and fun stuff. Okay, bye.